Hello, everybody. So, I don't know how many of you know this. Most of you probably do. But my dear friend and fellow YouTube channel star, Corvett, is graduating high school. Now, since I graduated last year and have successfully survived my first year, I decided to make a little video, M2's Declassified School Survival Guide, as a takeoff of Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. So, Corvett made me a wonderful video for my high school graduation. That was how we became friends and how we started Marlette 561. I, unfortunately, do not have that editing skill, nor the editing program. She uses Premiere, I use Movie Maker. And everyone who knows Movie Maker is not as good. So, here we go. I think there's about 18 different tips, so hang on and welcome. Survival Guide. Tip number 1. Don't let your dad drive you anywhere. And I am completely serious. My dad came up to visit me about the first or second weekend, and we were driving. Well, he was driving. I was in the passenger seat. And there's two girls who look older, probably have been in the school for a little while, driving next to us, and their windows are down and they're playing music and they're just kind of enjoying themselves. We're at a red light. My dad rolls down the window and starts dancing to their music, bringing attention to us. I'm sitting there, Dad, please stop. Dad, please stop. Dad, please stop. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I start sinking lower into my seat, and my dad turns and says to the girls, my daughter's embarrassed. She's a freshman here. Why? Why, Dad? Why did you do that to me? So they laughed, and then when the light changed, they drove off, never to be seen again. Never let your dad drive you around your campus, Corvette. Now for tip number 2. This might be the most helpful thing in the world. Bring toilet paper. Bring more toilet paper than you can imagine. Bring more toilet paper than you've ever used or seen in your entire life, because you will go through it. And if you share a bathroom with one person, then you will still need toilet paper. If you share a bathroom with 3 people or 4 people, then you will need endless amounts of toilet paper. And if they provide you toilet paper, it's going to be that thin stuff that's like tissue paper, and you're not going to want to use it. Bring toilet paper. And a whiteboard. The next tip is bring a whiteboard and put it on the door to your room, and people can walk past and leave messages, and then you can erase them if you don't like them. Or you can write like, blah 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 in blah blah blah's room. I don't know who your roommate is. I don't think you do either. Anyway. Now, this one, bring a bulletin board. Bring the bulletin board, and you can use it to put little, like, pictures from home, or just things from your year, or notifications about something. I kept when the clubs I was in met, so I knew, and I had colorful thumbtacks, and I had a few candy bar wrappers, and it was fun and looked pretty. So then, if you have shelves and you don't want everybody to see all the stuff in your shelf, or you want it to be more contained, bring shelf drawers. I have purple and green, and they're beautiful. Yay! And they worked really, really nicely. I use mine for food, or for like junk, or Q-tips and like toothpaste or whatever. Now, I don't know how it will be in your dorm, but my sink water was nasty. So don't drink from the sink, bring water bottles. And you never know when you're gonna need water bottles, because just bring water bottles. I promise you won't regret it. Now, you might get sore carrying your backpack around, or being stressed, your back might start to hurt. At least that's what happens to me. So bring a heating pad of some device. I have a little like rice bag that smells really good when you heat it up, and you put it in the microwave and you just kind of let it sit, and it feels wonderful. So I would bring a heating pad or cooling pad. And everyone's going to tell you to join a club. So join a club that's kind of like a family. I joined the Tower Light, which is this one of the newspapers in the Baltimore area that's run through an office at Towson. And I became a photographer. I'm not going to look through this issue to find my picture, but it's in here somewhere. And they're really great people, and I love them to death. So join clubs that are like families. Kind of like theater was at high school. And you're also going to want to bring duct tape! I know I'm biased because I collect duct tape, but if you want to hang something up on your wall, or you need to fix something, or somebody down your hall needs it, because that's happened to me when people come to me to borrow duct tape. So bring duct tape. I'm going to look to see if there's anything else that I missed. Oh, don't have any 8 a.m.s if you can help it, because they suck. And everybody thinks, oh, I'm going to be fine if I have 8 a.m.s because I had to get up at like 5 in high school. No. I thought that, and 8 a.m.s are terrible. Don't make friends at orientation, because you're not going to be the only person who's scared, and you're not going to be the only person who's looking for friends. So if you make a few friends at orientation, then you can meet their friends, and then meet their friends, and then it becomes wonderful, and you all become friends. So definitely make friends at orientation. I met some of my best friends from that. Now, on a more serious note, don't lose yourself in the commotion. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on, and a lot of changing, and a lot of growing up. Don't be afraid to grow up. Don't be afraid to try something new and go out of your comfort zone. But don't completely do a 360 and change unless that's what you want to do. Find lunch buddies so you don't have to eat alone. You don't have to do this, but I think it's kind of nice, and it's something to look forward to the day. Like, on Mondays I eat with this person, and on Tuesdays I eat with this person. And it kind of gives you a little motivation, and you get to see some of your friends. Have multiple alarms available. I have one alarm that would go off about 5 minutes before I needed to get out of bed. Then I had another alarm that went off when I needed to absolutely have to get out of bed. And it was kind of helpful because I'd sometimes sleep through my first alarm. Bring rain boots. I don't know how much it rains where you're going, but at Towson, it rains, and it rains, and it rains, and it rains. And I'm pretty sure there's a cloud that lives over Towson. So bring rain boots. And what might be the most important thing for your freshman year and surviving, keep a few friends from home. You're going to keep your friends, but find someone who is going through the exact or very similar transition you are. Megatron and I used to call each other all the time, and sometimes we'd be telling each other how much we love school, and sometimes we'd be crying because it was so hard not to be home, and our classes were killing us. And school isn't easy. College isn't easy. It's amazing, and I loved it. But having somebody go through the same thing that you're going through at that given time, not myself exactly who has experienced it before, or somebody who's going to experience it, but it's probably the most helpful and amazing thing. I've told Megatron on multiple occasions that if it weren't for her, I probably would have transferred to our community college. So I'm thrilled I didn't. Believe me, I'm so happy I didn't. But that's all. So I hope you liked your survival guide, and it helps you get through your freshman year in college. And I know that no matter what, you will go far and do great things with your life and your film and everything that you do. So in the words of Corvett, I hope college brings you everything you could wish for and more.